Hi, Alison here from the Barn in the Bay. So it's currently between Christmas and New Year when I record these videos, and we've got a lot of new couples joining us who are getting engaged and are starting to watch our channels. So we thought we'd do a few of these videos and the rest of the team will join in next week when they're back, just to introduce you to some of the things that you may not have thought about if you're thinking about an outdoor wedding, and hopefully this will help. So the Barn in the Bay is a farm wedding venue with our own part of the beach where you can get married, a paddock outside, and then we've got a big party barn which I'm in at the moment in the office out the back. So we are experts in outdoor weddings and weddings where you've got to bring lots of elements together in different parts of a venue whilst working with the UK weather. So weather. It's one of the biggest questions that we get asked. What happens if it rains on my wedding day? It might. There's a good chance of it. You're in the UK. So unless you want to fly abroad and guarantee weather somewhere, then you're going to have to just go with the flow and have a backup plan. Now, our team are very highly trained in predicting weather. They're not, but we do have the BBC weather app. What we will say is we're very flexible, and this is wherever you're getting married, make sure your venue has a level of flexibility. So you may have to call a bad weather backup plan at quite a late stage in the day. So we always try and work with couples the night before their wedding to say, right, what do you want to do if the weather's not looking so great? Our season is from May through to October for the bulk of our weddings. So on the fringes of those seasons, you do get days where it is going to rain. In the summer, you get days it's going to rain. So what we'll do is we'll talk to the couple well in advance. So we always have a 6 months to go meeting where we'll run through all of your plans. And one of the main things is, if it rains, what would you like to do? So options that we have are, you may still want to go ahead with the beachside ceremony. It's fine, as long as the registrars are happy with that. If it's just a little bit of drizzle, big umbrellas, everybody on the tractor on the way up there with the umbrellas up can make for a brilliant photo. And as long as people are prepared for it and they're bringing coats, great, you can go ahead and do that. If the weather's looking a bit iffy and you're not sure, you don't want people outside in the rain, but you're not sure if it's going to be good or bad, one option we've got is our paddock, which is just outside the Cowshed Wedding Barn. That's brilliant because it means that if it is the heavens do open, everybody can be back inside in seconds. So you can have your ceremony outside and then you can get straight back into the barn, into the warm. The other option is in the Cowshed Wedding Barn itself. So we will flip the room. So if you have a look at our barn, you kind of come in through the main doors, and on the right hand side is where all of your dining and dancing takes place. So the dance floor gets transformed into your wedding ceremony area, and once your ceremony's over, we'll move everybody around to the barn, entertain them around there while our team flips that room and puts the chairs back so that you can, it's ready for eating later on. So it's all very seamless. You won't need to worry about that. We take care of all that. So that's our main backup plan. So that's usually what people go for. So things to consider and ask your venue. What's the latest you can call bad weather and have it indoors? What are the different areas? And go and have a look at them all. Ask about what furniture is going to be there, what seats will be used, have they got any photos of a setup so you can sort of visualize it for yourself. Decoration, what happens with any decoration that you might have? Is there somebody who can help bring that from one area to another? Do they have a styling team who can help you out with all of that? What about the registrars and celebrants? So ultimately here, if you're having a registrar-led ceremony, it's up to them whether they go ahead outside, but your venue will be able to tell you what their previous experience has been. So we've had a very good response from Northumberland County Council, so nobody's ever been refused an outdoor ceremony, and some of the registrars there are absolutely fantastic. They go above and beyond, and they're more than happy to do an outdoor ceremony in a little bit of rain if it's what you want, but it is ultimately their choice. But ask your venue what their experience has been before. Celebrants, again, usually very flexible about it, and you'll know who your celebrant's going to be. With the registrars, you never know who's going to be there on the day, but with your celebrant you will do, so you'll be able to discuss that with them ahead of time. Is there some wet hand coats and wet gear? So that's, if you're all coming in with wet clothes, is there going to be a kind of coat hanger, sort of a coat system be put out so that things can drip dry? Have they got umbrellas on site that you can borrow if there's a sudden downpour? Are there blankets available? That sort of thing, if people need to just get a little bit warmed up. So yeah, there's a few questions for you to ask a venue. How long does it take to get back from the ceremony areas, so the different areas that they've got, how long will it take to get back, what's the transport like, if it does rain, are you able to take cars and vehicles into the area. So we have a beachside ceremony area, but for people who need to drive up there, that's absolutely fine. Just ask, do you need a 4x4 or can you get a normal car up there, and what happens if somebody does get stuck? But yeah, there's a few questions for you to ask about weather, but most importantly, it's gauge from your coordination team how flexible they're prepared to be, because they'll be the ones putting the work in, and you need to have them on board. So we've got a brilliant team. The girls are so flexible here. They'll drop things last minute, change things around. They react really well when couples need to change plans at the last minute. Hope that helps, and enjoy your day.